Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday, May 30th. Crystal here from Find Your Road Home with today's 3-card reading. Please remember, the first card is always for you. The second card is always for someone else. That someone else might be a stranger, a friend, or a loved one. And the third card is something to remember or watch for. It is often an opportunity. All right, so I know it was a long 3 days away. I'm hoping that everyone is feeling a little refreshed. And if you're not refreshed, hopefully you were doing some journaling so that you know just exactly what it is that you need to help you get to that refreshed feeling. All right, so let's get on to today's card reading. Okay, the card for you today. The card for you today on this Monday, Tuesday, like Monday, Tuesdays are my least favorite days of the week. Like, I suppose Monday, Wednesdays could probably be worse, but Monday, Tuesdays are just pretty, like we feel compelled to squeeze 5 days into 4. So let me just first say, don't do that. Just squeeze 4 days into 4. Let yesterday be the day off. Like seriously. Okay, the card for you today, is here. Here is a message from God universe. It could go one of 2 ways. It's either that we need to slow down and we need to listen to someone else or something else, or we need to be heard. So one of those 2 things. So either we need to slow down and listen to and or hear someone else or something else, like me having to listen to my body. It could be that. Or it could be that you're not feeling heard, that you've been trying to communicate, you've been trying to use your voice, and you're not feeling heard. If you're anything like me, and you say, but I've been trying to use my voice. No. When I say those things, I'm usually using my voice really great in the mirror. And then when I get to the situation, I don't want to confront. I don't want to bother someone else with my feelings. And so then there I am. And then I complain that nobody hears me. Well, how can anybody hear me if I don't even open my flippin' mouth? Okay, so does that kind of make some sense? Like, we have to make sure that we're not saying we're not heard if we're not even using our voice. So use your voice, my friend. Now, I'm going to have you tell you, use it with caution. So it is a yellow yield, so we're supposed to slow down, because it's only when we slow down do we really hear. Are we really listening? Think back to some of those communication skills. How can you active listen? It is a waterway, a go with the flow. It is a past. It is a past. I know me listening to my body, I know some of it's past. Like I know it's telling me that I've got some emotions that I need to work through. This one is an earth. So it is telling us to analyze the situation and look at it a little more in depth, which is the yield and the past. So how can you hear? How can you listen? And sometimes it might not be how can you listen with your ears. It might be how can you listen just with you? Like how can you hear it? All right, the message for someone else today. Please remember someone else might be a stranger, a friend, a loved one, and it could be you, because you are my someone else, and also could be me. All right, so this one is, are you ready? cure. Cure is message from God universe to be careful what we wish for. Okay. It's just really that reminder of you've got a genie in a lamp, and you have the opportunity to solve your problem. But you have to remember to be careful what you wish for. You have all the power in you. You have to be careful what you wish for, because whatever it is that you wish for, this thing is going to be permanent, meaning that if you're wishing for something to go away, it'll go away and you probably won't be able to get it back. So we've got to really be careful. It's another yellow yield, so we've really got to pay attention. It is another waterway, go with the flow. Oh, it's going to be one of those kind of days. Just wait till you see the next card. And it's a past and a future as well as immediate change. And this one is all about fire and passion. Like what the feeling I get from this one today is like someone else feels like people are just in their way, keeping them from achieving what they want to achieve. And so they're making these wishes and deals in their head, and they really need to be careful, because something that they're trying to wish away is actually something that they need. That's the trick of this one, is that it's trying to remind us, be careful what you're wishing away, because you really probably are going to need at least one of those things, right? Okay. You might want to sit down for Remember, Watch For. It's giving me a little bit of PTSD. The last time that this one came up in a reading was not a good day in the Bellamy Boone life cycle. Now, what I will tell you is that it was the first card of the day. And so today it is the Remember, Watch For. Okay? It is just the Remember, Watch For. So it's not as intense, but I believe this card now. So I want you to understand and believe this card too. It's not lying when it comes up. I've thought it was before because I didn't notice, but ooh, Nelly, did it hit me hard in the number one spot. Fortunately, today it's the Remember, Watch For. Again, are you sitting? Okay. Today that is spin. Spin is the reminder from God universe that sometimes we get emotionally worked up over things, water, and we get so worked up that we spin and we get out of control. And we need to just take a deep breath, phone a friend, calm ourselves down, journal, honestly, go to bed. Really, spin is one of those that's just go be by yourself, just go isolate from people. So what is saying as a reminder is, I don't think it's that it's telling us that we're going to have something that we need to go isolate. And I think what it's telling us is to remind ourselves not to have an emotional overreaction today. Okay? An emotional overreaction today. And that's hard because emotions suck. And most of us, when we have them, they're very uncomfortable. It's like this suit. And it reminds me of when we would dress our cats up for Halloween. And you'd put them in the suit, and it's like all of a sudden they became this thing and they couldn't move. And they would fall over, okay? The other reaction was, how can I get this off my body as fast as I can? Wiggle, 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 squirm, 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 get it off. Okay? And I feel like that's a lot of what's going on with this spin today. So I don't want to feel that emotion. So I'm going to do some stupid, ridiculous, distract from that emotion thing that's dumb. okay? And it's going to be spinning. And you're going to catch yourself in the middle of this spin. And you're going to be like, oh, Crystal told me. How do I stop this? Like all of a sudden in the middle of it, you're going to be like, crap. How do I bow out of this gracefully? Because once you get so far into a spin, sometimes it's kind of like, well, I can't stop now. I've really just worked all that up. I guess I got to follow it all the way through. Nope. Today it's telling you not to do that. To just stop. To just go, oh. All right, I caught it. I'm really sorry. I did it. I was wrong. How do I fix this? Like, ignore me. Like, I don't know, whatever it is. Okay. All right. But it's spin, so it's going to be very emotional. It's going to be a stop. It's going to be a toll. It's a toll. It's a toll. There is a cost if you don't process whatever the spin is. But the thing is that you need to sit down and process it, not process it out at everybody else. You have to sit down and you have to process it yourself. This is you. This is your emotion. This is your reaction to whatever the situation is. This isn't the other person doing it to you. So how do you change how you respond? That's what spin is all about. How do you change how you respond? And it's a flippin' past. Okay. And I already said it was water. I said it was water from the beginning. All right. So, friend, let's tie them all back together real quick. We either need to slow down so that we can listen and or hear / be heard, because we're going too fast so they can't hear us either. We're going to be careful what we wish for, because whatever we're wishing for is going to be permanent. And we're not going to get spun up. And if we do get spun up, we're going to go sit down on our own and realize that this is about our reaction, and this is not about what the other people are doing. This is about us, and we are not responding well. We aren't. Okay. And that's all right. We don't always have to respond well. But when we're not responding well, we have to know to, to remove ourselves from the situation so that we don't make it worse. Because that's not fair to everybody else. Okay. So it sounds like it might be kind of a tough Tuesday. Okay. Maybe you can have some tacos, since it's also Taco Tuesday. I don't know. I'm trying to make it better. I hate spin. Like, it is my least favorite word in the deck. I wish I had never put it in there. Spin and zero. Like, ugh. But, like, you got to have some balance, friend. So every once in a while, we got to have that message that says, are you really looking at yourself? Are you really paying attention? Okay. So, shameless plug. Are you ready? Okay. On Saturday. Saturday is another beautiful full moon. This full moon is supposed to be going exact in the evening. So I planned another full moon ritual get together for myself and any of my friends who want to join us. If you go to my website, findingyourroadhome.com, there is information there to register through the Calendly link. I'll also throw it in the comments section of this video, the Calendly link, so that you can register. That's how you get the Zoom link. Why did I do it that way? Well, I kind of wanted to know how many people were going to come, so I knew what to expect. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to talk a little bit about the strawberry full moon and why that is so important, just astrologically. Then we're going to talk a little bit about earthing and grounding. And again, why that is so important and how that ties into the strawberry full moon. And then last but not least, we are going to dance. Yes, I said it. We are going to dance. So my plan is to be outside, barefoot, in the grass, dancing. So join me. You do not have to be outside. You can be sitting down. You can be in your house. You can be wherever you want to be. But just join me and my friends. For the first 30 minutes, we'll focus very much on ceremony. After the first 30 minutes, we'll stop and we'll revert and see if anybody just wants to share. Because I'm also all about we need to collaborate and share and just really build each other up. And what better time than the strawberry full moon? All right, so take that link in the comments and sign up. I can't wait to dance with all of you on Zoom. Okay. It is the last couple of days of May. We are still in Mental Health Awareness Month. The truth is, every month should be awareness of everything. Like we just should be more aware people. But Mental Health Awareness Month, it's really important, friends. All right, I love you. Have a beautiful Tuesday. And if you get spun up, remember, reflect. This is you. How are you reacting to the situation? How can you react differently? I love you. Bye.